Hello, hello. Okay, I see we are live. So, hello, I'm Shimon, and today we are gonna uh, change some things we made in this PR. And today I'm will lead our stream. There will be no Krzysztof today. I hope he will um, be present in the next stream. So, uh, to uh, clear the situation, um, there were maybe let's start from the backlog. Okay, so I worked on a few items, and together with Chris, we noticed that I have a lot of things started and nothing is, I mean, finished, and that's because uh, this uh, this item uh, is vaguely described, and I was not sure what is about, and that's why it a little bit overlapped the um, the other tasks, and that's why is so a lot of tasks in progress. So to fix that, and it's also visible on this PR where you can see that the um, there are three tasks that are a little bit started in this PR. So I decided to um, split this PR to three PRs, and yeah, one PR will be the Sagalog stuff. So everything related to Sagalog in this PR. So it will be the interfaces, I mean interface and in-memory implementation. Also, I want to introduce changes in transaction ledger and transaction ledger accessor. It will be very important for the task for Krzysztof task, which is the refresh the transaction ledger when something will change. And yeah, transaction ledger accessor or something that will implement this. Also need to um, be also in the develop to start his task. And he considered to store the transaction ledger to Saga log. I think it's not a good idea, but we will discuss it later. And also Saga engine algorithm, and this is also another task. So this Saga algorithm is related to next Saga step and marking as failed and running the compensation. So as you can see, there are a lot of started things. We need to split it somehow. Um, yeah, and improve the Saga log. So I think the most important is to merge some changes about Saga Orchestrator and Transaction Ledger because they are essential, and and the Saga log also. So yeah, and let's let's see what changes we have here. Okay. Okay, it's loaded. So I will fold it. Yeah. So we have an orchestrator, and I'm going to split to the another pull request in-memory SAGA log. And this in-memory SAGA log implements SAGA log interface that is also in this PR. So those two things, and yeah, and iSAGA log is used in SAGA engine right now. And what I want to do is to create, I mean, also in this PR, in PR related to 10, in the real 10 will uh, contain the SAGA orchestrator and SAGA engine, but only with the interfaces, and and uh, this will be a good start to do SAGA log. But first, transaction ledger. So we want to introduce transaction ledger accessor. Yes, and this is here. We have initializable transaction ledger accessor. Yeah, so I think we will start from here. And yeah, I created the dedicated branch for all of the changes from the PR that are staged. And maybe I will unstage this. Yeah, and so we have all of the changes here, and we will pick the right one and we'll create a new branch that is for only for um, transaction ledger improvements. Okay, create, and I will bring the changes to transaction ledger improvements. Okay. So we want to this interface because this interface will initialize the transaction ledger accessor. Yeah, let's start with initialize, and Chris will change it if we will if it will be needed. So as you can see, initialize is use this these sources. So I think it can be restarted right now, and that's why this is so. I think it's very important to merge first, because it can be used by Chris, and yeah, transaction ledger accessor and model builder. Is it essential? Okay. Okay, I see that there is something weird here. model builder. Okay, maybe I've res reset the branch incorrectly. Let's see what is in this diff on the GitHub. And there are no changes here. No, there are changes in model builder. Right. And this string name, but the name is okay. I see. Name is not used, which is bad. Okay, but I think it can be part of the transaction ledger. So yeah, let's also inspect why it's not here. I think we should add it to transaction builder. I mean, yeah, transaction builder. And here we want to set name to name. Yeah, I believe I made it already. I've made it already different branch. I mean, related to the legs. But yeah. Okay, so it's improved and it also will be safe. Yes, included in the PR for transaction ledger. Let's see step record. Step record. It has 0 references. I think it's not important, but let's find all the references. Okay, so I think we can get rid of it. No. Where is it? Okay, I hope it will probably appear. Or, okay, and step record can be deleted. Yes. Okay, let's see transaction. Oh, so it's used. Interesting. Oh, that was weird. Okay, we need to roll back it. Okay, it can be easily copied from here. Oh my god. Step record. Okay, and let's create a new class. New file, step record. So yes, stage and transaction now has step record, okay. And yeah, maybe new null here. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Why it's nullable? Singular. Is it destruct or what? It's not destruct. So I can do something like that. And this. Okay. Interesting. So that was bug, or maybe not bug, but it's not okay. And okay, what we have next? Get transaction by event name. Yeah, that's okay. That's related to our transaction ledger. Of course, it is. SAGA background service, and in the SAGA background service we have nothing special. It's initializable transaction. Okay, so it's important. So we want also stage this. What do we have here? Okay. So we want add transaction ledger accessor. Is it important? Maybe not. Reader configuration. Okay, that's related to the reader configuration. So it's not so important in this transaction ledger things. Here we have important things, and this is for SAGA orchestrators, startable SAGA orchestrator. So we want startable SAGA orchestrator, of course. So we want those 4 lines and stage lines. Okay. Yes. So 9 staged changes. SAGA orchestrator. Yes. And now I believe we start with iSaga engine, and we will not iSaga host, I think. Okay, okay. It's for implementation of the SAGA orchestrator. And yeah, I think the most important thing, or maybe the most hard thing, it will be choose the SAGA orchestrator changes. There are a lot of changes. Change we are interested to is this start, because we want to start with the subscriber, right? So yeah, and I will maybe unstage this and stage line by line what we are interested in. So let's get into SAGA orchestrator. See. Okay. Yes. I think all of the changes are important here. and are related to 10. Okay, so transaction ledger have to be changed with the SAGA orchestrator, I think. Okay, so yes, let's accept all the changes of the SAGA orchestrator, and but we will not accept changes in SAGA engine. SAGA engine will be empty. We'll only implement iSAGA interface, and we'll create the temporary, let's say, SAGA engine, which will be empty, and we'll have something like mock, let's say. Something which is very similar to the SAGA orchestrator. Yeah. Okay, I think it's also important. Yeah, because it's related to 10, to 10, number 10, yeah, SAGA host. SAGA host. SAGA host. SAGA host is deleted because it's added in the abstractions layer, so in the contract. This engine, yeah, we'll add this compensation store. It's not important. Identifier service is not important. iSAGA client is important. SAGA engine is important. SAGA host is important. SAGA log no. SAGA orchestrator yes. And startable SAGA orchestrator yes. Okay. Yeah, and it has to be here. SAGA engine, and yeah, I think we want to SAGA have SAGA engine, but with not here, but here. SAGA engine, SAGA engine, SAGA engine. Yes. And I believe this will the SAGA engine mock or maybe I'll create something like some SAGA engine mock. Here. Here we have SAGA engine mock. This is not important. Okay, so we want to have those things, and those things. Yeah. Okay, there also have to be the PR that fix those namings, and I remember about that, but yeah, I think it's not. Maybe we will handle it after this. So, um, yeah, let's see on the Saga orchestrator. Here, diff. We will see what was there. As far as I remember, it was like something like dictionary, and I want to do something similar. So just oh, something like that. Yeah. So without anything special, so it's just output message, but we want input transaction ID. Okay, it's not important here. So output message should have transaction ID, but we want engine output. So it's an engine output has output message, which has transaction ID. Okay, so input message. As you can see, without SAGA log things, it will be added later. Um, and here I will just add this. And yeah, I will inject transaction ledger, a transaction ledger accessor. And this transaction ledger accessor transaction ledger and the method get transaction by event name. Ledger accessor. Good. Event name, okay, for transaction. And this transaction is going to get step by event name. I think it's a little bit similar. And here I will only do something like that. Yeah, and Yeah, without the things like, mm, just receiving an event and output something. And here, wait, okay, so it can be like that. Because it's not implemented right now. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Uh, and something similar here. I mean, here it can be nothing probably. It's not implemented still, so compensation will be not triggered. It will be triggered on tests, and those tests can't be in this PR. Okay. Mm, there are 23 changes, and still a little bit a lot. Okay, but let's let's try it. Um, let's continue. Okay, this should be lie. My Saga background service. What's wrong with this Saga background service? It's in the uh, okay. Maybe in chess proj is something that yeah, probably. Let's go to the unit tests. Okay. Why you don't want to? It's not. Mm-hmm. There are no reference. Saga core dependency injection. Maybe I need to Saga core dependency injection. Build this. Let's see. Okay, it's weird because building is stuck. I don't know. Thanks Microsoft for stable product. I see that the build is crashed somehow. Okay, maybe I will clean solution. I hope it will help. Mhm. Okay. You were here. Okay, so what we have here. Okay, those are things I'm not interested in. This is also not important. Okay, it's not for number 10 in memory composition. Also, Saga Engine mock is something I want to include. Maybe not. Does Saga Orchestrator have this rollback? Yes, it has, but it's not needed, to be honest. I mean, start and push will be okay because rollback will be implemented later. So maybe it's better to not create this rollback. Let's leave it for the future to not overload this PR still. So I will create Saga Orchestrator. Here in the Saga engine, I'll only keep this, and Saga engine mock, I want only this, and in the Saga Orchestrator, Saga Orchestrator, yes, and this rollback will be not used right now. And in here, also in interface, so right now it will be like that. So Saga engine, let's add. Not Saga engine. Oh my god. Not Saga engine, but Saga engine mock. Oh, maybe it's mock is. It's not a good idea. Okay. Let's start with. just SAGA engine. That will be okay. So here I just want to have this, and that will be okay. Yeah. So in the git changes, I also want change the service collection extensions, and here I want to include a SAGA engine. So I will include this stage line, right? Okay, and what's next? This I want to delete, yes, and this SAGA engine I want to add. Okay, SAGA orchestrator, yes. SAGA log, no. Compensation stored, no. Let's see what we have in a contract. No, no, no. SAGA engine, yes. SAGA log, no. SAGA orchestrator, yes. Okay, about unit test. Delegate SAGA model source. SAGA engine tests. What we have here? Okay, it's for the future because SAGA engine is not important. SAGA orchestrator. It's not okay. So I will leave only this delegate because it's maybe transaction ledger is okay. Yeah, I will keep only transaction ledger stage. And what was in the delegate? I think it was just naming, right? Okay. Oh yes, we will want to delete this and also this. And what we have. Okay, this will not be, or maybe. I mean, it can be, but without rollbacking. So without compensating. Compensate rollback, compensate rollback. Okay, so here I will remove this and those two tests, and this will be okay. We will have tests for the orchestrator for pushing messages, and that's okay. And okay, that's okay. 30 items is still a little bit huge, but okay. Maybe we will split other things, but I will just discard all other things. Because it's not important, or maybe I will stash it. Not because why I have this already in the PR, so Yeah, it's not important. I mean, it's important, but let's not duplicate things. What about this? Yeah, and should be, yeah, in the transaction, yes, in the plugin. Of course, it have to be here. Yes. And okay, what about RabbitMQ Consumers Factory? I think. Okay. Why it's transaction ledger here? Is it still the thing or? Okay, I think it's not a good idea to have here this. We have transaction ledger accessor. That's enough. Okay, and add parameters, format, and yeah, and this is better. Okay, and now it can be added. And here we have problems because of cleaning. Okay, so now we can build it. Okay, restoring. Let's see, maybe now it will work. So it's restored. Yes, it's restored, and we'll see if the build will pass. Failed. Okay, yeah. Error list. Problems with the. But why? Why? Dependency injection. There is a circular or what? It's not dependent on anything. But let's see here. Okay, what's wrong with it? With this? What's wrong with the options? I have no idea. Okay, to be honest, I don't know why it's like that. I mean, it should work. Maybe it's in Saga configuration is. invalid, but yeah, I see that something is wrong here. And okay. Prognostic SAGA core dependency injection. Let's see, maybe there is some CES proj changes. I can't see anything. Okay. Weird, but okay. It's installed. Okay, something is not working, and maybe I will figure out it after the stream. So right now I will focus on those changes I want to move. Oh my god. Okay, so this is not important. Okay, okay, that's okay. So I will add this also. Stage. Okay, there are things like that. So there are singletons, so maybe I will also fix things in SAGA host. I think this scope it's absolutely not important. So let's back to the original solution. So yeah, I store table SAGA orchestrator. That's okay. Oh no, this is okay. So the problem is in the SAGA background service. And here we don't want to this scope. We only want this. And also SAGA host. Why? I don't want to be in the diff. Oh my god, why it's so annoying. No. Oh my god. Okay, I will not. It's running, yes. The scope is not important. Here we only want this. Host is already here. So we want to start this as and run is running to true. That's right. And I believe that this framework will behave correctly. So probably we don't need this is running. But I will keep it. A SAGA host, and this should be registered as singleton. So let's see what we have here. Okay, everything is at scoped. And of course we want add singleton here. Yeah. Right now everything will be at singleton. Because everything is in the iSaga host, so why not? We could use this scope, but I think it's not the case. Okay. This is not important. This can be singletons. Yeah, but it will not be in this Saga engine test. This is not for here. Saga log, no, 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 no. Yes, I want to stage this. singleton because no scope. This was ridiculous. Let's say background service. What changes we have here? Okay, something like that. Okay, that's okay. Scope. Oh. Oh, that it was not even from the scope. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so I think all things we can. Yeah, so we can reverse the changes, and now we had 35, so it's better, but still, I think it's this piece of code, it's too large. Maybe I will try to start only from the core and then introduce this transaction ledger accessor in different things, and I think it's a good idea. So let's start from the core. Okay, so to run improvements, and this will be first pull request, and the second one will be this, I believe, related to the 10 task, and this will be all different things. So let's create new branch. Engine. An event. To and this will be everything. I will keep this SAGA orchestrator. And yeah, but I will change this transaction ledger, maybe, or maybe not. No, yes. So here I will change the transaction ledger accessor. So and do changes. Yes, SAGA orchestrator, and here I will ledger accessor. Instead of SAGA model, and this SAGA model will have like this. This will be not important because it will be iStartable. And this will have this start. But maybe I will finish in the next stream. I think it's enough for today. So I uh, create the code that is, I splitted the code that is related to transaction ledger only. And I'm doing the implementing um, the SAGA orchestrator that not use the SAGA engine, but will have this transaction ledger and will have better initialization and usage than before. And the last step will be implementing the SAGA engine um, yeah, for the next things. So and to use SAGA. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, comment something if you want to. And yeah, see you. See you in the